Welcome everybody to King's Quest V. Absence makes the heart go yonder.
The flop. That flop just single game brought back memories. Remember when the
Teo, the old logo.
Yeah, the old Sarah logo.
They still actually have this.
And yes, as you can see, AGD when AGDI made their remix, they also used this exact same screen.
No.
All right, I pick.
maybe.
Basically, if I pick yes, the game will skip straight to the beginning of the gameplay. So I'm guessing no, so we can watch the intro. And yes, that's our narrator that you're listening to right now. But we'll get into the voice acting later. Okay, Teo, I propose a countdown. Let's count how much it takes until Jova and Dwebs cannot stand Cedric.
Sure.
Who's Cedric?
Yeah, you'll see.
You'll see.
So this guy. Alright, so that's the Daventry castle right there, where Graham and his family live, and this wizard appear, and he's gonna steal our castle, basically.
And no, Jova, this is not the father, by the way.
And and as you can see, AGDI, when they made the remix, they try their best to mimic the visual style of this game, because
King's Quest VI,
the hand-drawn background, the handmade backgrounds, the sprites. Oh, I love this stream actually. Okay, so I might as well bring this up. Okay, this game came out in 1990. It was one of the first CD-ROM games. The game actually broke a lot of ground when it first came out. Not only did it have the most beautiful graphics in a PC game yet, it had a full orchestrated soundtrack, and it was the first game to have full-blown voice acting, where every single line is voiced. So that's
by the Sierra employees.
Yeah, basically they blew their budget on the visuals and the music and the actual game. So when it got time to actually hire voice actors, they didn't have any money. So the developers themselves did the voices, including Josh Mandel, the lead designer of the game. And yes, Josh Mandel as Graham. Listen to his 1990 voice when he was still young.
Okay.
How ironic.
Yeah, I was going to say that. How ironic, considering Graham is very old now.
And yet he plays his younger self.
All right, let's count down from now.
Oh, would you look at that? Daventry's in trouble again. What a shock. Oh, really? What is it?
Okay.
No, Graham, run away.
Run away, Graham.
It's just an owl.
Oh, Jova, you have no idea.
I saw it all. Yes, I did. Well then, what happened?
I have to say, even though the voice acting in this game sucks, Josh Mandel does a very good job. To me, he really fits the role of Graham, and he does a good job.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I just happened to be visiting with an old friend. I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
I see.
By the way, audience, unlike the AGDI remix, Sierra didn't never put any subtitles in their games, so unfortunately, you kind of have to pay attention to the dialogue. Sorry.
Aww.
Don't worry, I could hear it. However, I fear for any of our audience who may be deaf.
Well, I can't really do anything, can I? Can't please everybody.
Yeah, true. We're not God.
This wizard, Mordak, want my castle. What could he have against me and my family?
Gee, I wonder.
That's a good question. So yeah, Wizard Mordak, he took our castle, and Grant doesn't understand why. I mean, he doesn't know him. What would he have against him and his family?
Man, Daventry is probably some of the worst luck I've ever seen for a nation.
Yeah, that's probably why AGDI, when they're making so they introduced the fodder plot, where the actual bad luck is not actual bad luck, it's just a curse. So, which I like. They did a good job making these bad luck moments have actual purpose.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but as far as we know,
Also,
at this,
Graham, you can change your pose, you know.
He looks like he's posing for being Superman.
Comedy!
Anyway.
Okay, so basically, Cedric here, his employer actually happens to also be a wizard, except he's a good wizard. So basically, Cedric is going to try to help Graham.
Are you a good wizard or a bad wizard?
Not all wizards are good. Some of them, but one of them went as fast as he can go, and his name was And he's Voldemort.
how interesting.
Let me guess. His gimmick is that he says "whoo" a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tired of him already. That's my countdown.
The Easter egg in King's Quest 2 and that moment in King's Quest 3 were warnings to you. You were warned.
I'm not quite screwed yet.
Oh, don't worry, Jova. You'll see. Hold on.
It's fascinating so far. Although, what's this is sprinkling?
Pixie dust.
Fairy dust.
They pulled that from Peter Pan.
Of course.
Well, then again, Roberta Williams is a
Right.
Disney not.
A huge fairy tale and Disney fan, so yeah.
You can follow me to the land of Sardinia, where Crispin and I live.
And yes, by the way,
Yes,
I did mention this when we saw the but Richard Aronson, the guy who's voicing Cedric, he also came back for that Easter egg in King's Quest 2 fan remake. So that's pretty cool that they actually brought him back for an authentic kill the Cedric Easter
A
egg.
fan game.
Come on, up here.
Okay. What the heck are you? Oh, great.
Keep in mind.
He doesn't know how to fly, you know.
Yeah.
Da-da.
Yeah, now we're listening to the main theme of the game, which will also become the main theme of the series.
What do you know, Dwibs? I guess he was posing to be Superman.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep in mind, this game came out in 1990.
90.
This was before Sonic 1 even came out. Like,
This actually kind of reminds me of the Superman theme a little bit.
when this game came out, it blew everybody's minds. No other game looked like this. It looks, even today, I still think the game looks appealing to the eye. I mean, the handmade the handmade backgrounds. I mean, the sprite animation. It still looks pretty cool. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Guess considering how much could fit on game cartridges and floppy disks at the time, this was a marvel.
Well, then, actually, the floppy disk version also looked like this. The only difference
I know.
between
Well, I know that the floppy disk version of this also looks like this. I'm just saying, is like, well, considering what people usually fit on it at the time.
yeah, actually,
That's
that's a good cue. Actually, comedy.
Wow!
And
Oh my
Graham,
god!
You know,
Oh my god! That actually didn't kill him.
Yeah, considering Graham's horrible.
Yeah,
swimming
he
ability,
almost
why didn't you
died.
drown?
No, but he actually, it's actually a shallow end here, Dwebs. He doesn't even require to swim here, as you can
I'm
see.
surprised that the fall didn't kill him,
Really,
though.
I'm surprised that he didn't just dip his toe in the water.
I'm
and
guessing
drowned.
the pixie dust give him a soft landing thing. Whatever. Okay, so this is Crispin, the good wizard.
Is he Manannan's cousin or something?
Oh, excuse me for falling into the pond.
Cedric, go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Right, let's have the owl do it.
Yeah, the owl can lift everything up.
All right.
Must be some multi-use talons.
Jova gave me a good cue. A lot of us remember this game originally came out on floppy disks. Yes, back when we used floppy disks. The original game didn't have voice acting, but aside from that, it sounded and looked just like this. The only difference is it didn't have voice acting. It came out on 9 floppy disks. 9.
Floppy disks.
Yeah, basically you put in floppy disk number 1, and then the installation process started, and then you basically switched floppy disks during the installation as the program prompted you to. However, since this was in 1990 when CD-ROMs were brand fucking new, you know, so Sierra decided to take advantage of the CD-ROM format to make a fully voiced version.
Yep.
Did you get this off GOG.com or something?
No, I actually have the original CD from my childhood.
Oh, how nice.
But yeah, actually, that's a good idea that you bring in, Webs. Those who want to play, those who like me grew up with this game and and would like to play it again, you can buy it on goodoldgame.com. They actually work together with SCWRM, which is a fan site that does the best to keep these games alive on modern PCs. So, so they're pretty cool, and they using DOSBox, you can play this game awesome, like I'm doing right now.
So I'm guessing that the floppy disk version has subtitles.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how hard it would be to just merge the audio.
Allow me to quote John Tron. Everybody moves fucking slow. Everybody moves fucking slow.
Don't worry. By the time I get there, the world will be half destroyed.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, like I was saying.
Don't worry,
this
any
game
century he'll get there.
Okay, so basically he's gonna try to search something in his chest so he can somehow help me defeat Mordak.
You know, if he was directed by Professor Layton, he'd have got there faster.
Oh, you're referring to that last
Oh,
part
by the
of
way,
last-
pay attention to what he's gonna say right now because it's some.
Here, eat this.
And then it kills him.
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year. With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world.
There you go.
Yes, that's right, folks. By eating a piece of white snake, you can communicate with nature.
Well, he did. No, Joe, you missed it. It was magical white snake. Magic.
Yep.
It's a better explanation than the one from that other Titanic anime.
The reason I asked you guys to pay attention is because a lot of people, including Paul Duggan, who did a let's play of this, which is very good, he kind of missed that line, so he didn't understand why Graham could suddenly talk to the animals. Basically that's the reason. Sorry, Graham.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a worse character.
Pedro! Wow! So you think of Graham as Neo? Oh, wow.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh,
In
Graham
fact,
is the one. In the way.
Now go on.
Well, wow, that's even worse than when I made that character from Last Spectre, the cousin of Neo.
oh my God, Crispin told Cedric to come with us and show us the way. Yes, this owl is gonna be with us throughout the entire game.
Oh.
Sure, why not? He doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, Jova, you ignorant slut.
Is he gonna
come on,
taunt
I
us?
mean-
We visit the town first. How about
Is he gonna taunt us every time we die, or is that still the
Think about
narrator's
it,
job?
Capora Gabora, even worse.
I'd like it if you
Eh.
called me Graham.
Again,
Well,
despite the
Let's see.
Be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was
Wow, this owl is quite effeminate.
town? You might be able to find
they're trying to make him sound ooh, because owl and shit.
Not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
Yeah,
Alright.
I really love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure Josh Keaton will do a great job in the remake. But yeah, to me,
Wait,
Josh.
Josh Keaton?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Josh Keaton?
And
Yeah.
you know,
He's
funny
just-
enough, they actually
The remake has a pretty. I was actually surprised when Dwebs linked it to us. The remake actually has a pretty awesome cast. We have
Yep.
Christopher Lloyd as Old Graham.
Oh.
We have Josh Keaton as Young Graham. We have Zelda Williams in it. So that's pretty cool.
Character.
Yeah, I mean-
Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure the new cast will do a great job. But to me, Josh Mandel will always be Graham. Oh God.
But even still, though, what a cast.
Yeah. That's the one line that Cedric is always known for. Ooh, Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake! Ugh.
I could
Oh, and by the way, the narrator is Wilbur Brimley.
Yeah,
apparently.
but okay. The actual actor is called Art Lewicki. Again, one of the developers from. Okay.
Sounds of many creatures between the trees.
And yes, the narrator sounds like like Teo said. He sounds like Wilbur Brimley.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest, I much prefer the narrator from King's Quest 6 and John Bell.
Yeah, no more idiots. Nobody would disagree with you there.
I guess you also prefer the narrator in King's Quest 4.
You cannot pick Cedric.
Am I right, Wibbs?
Yeah, sure, I understand what you mean.
If you ask me, the cast of King's Quest 4 was very marvelous indeed.
Yeah, I mean,
don't worry, Joe. We'll also meet quite a few interesting characters in this game. Don't worry, you'll see.
Yep.
All right, let's go into town.
We'll let the
can't- I
whimsy
can-
go on.
I can imagine it now, Christopher Lloyd as old Graham.
Wow, Christopher Lloyd. This should be interesting.
But then again, I said in the chat, I'll probably make King Graham into that salesman guy you played in Food Fight.
Or well, as long as the way he sounded, the way I listened, he sounded more like the woodsman from Over the Garden Wall. It was the woodsman we saw in the first episode.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm.
All right, so this is the town. So this is the town of
Well,
Serenia.
Wibbs, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were referencing Nino Cooney.
No, I was trying to reference the only legitimately entertaining part of Food Fight.
While blocking an alleyway.
Ah, Christopher Lloyd.
So yeah, just like in classic Sierra style, there's a lot of detail in what you can look at, and the narrator always has something to say about anything you'll click on. And here's one of the more infamous lines the narrator has.
Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old
Pay attention, guys. This is amazing action right here.
Okay.
Hold up.
Hold on.
leans way down into
to the barrel and removed, phew, smelly old fish.
What? Could you please act like I gave you shit? Graham rolls into the barrel and removes Hugh, the smelly old fish.
So I guess we're gonna get the narrator equivalent to Alexander's voice actor from King's Quest 3.
I still like this narrator bird and Alexander's voice in King's Quest 3,
I agree.
honestly.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. I'm just saying he's sort of like, the answer to it, and like, well, go in terms of,
Don't worry, the narrator. Don't worry. In the next game, King's Quest 6, we'll have a pretty awesome narrator.
Yeah. He was dragged.
Oh boy! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the gay Taylor. Yes, this Taylor is very effeminate. As you'll just listen.
I'm interested in buying.
How bad could it be?
Let me show you some things.
Let me show you some things. Fabulous.
I think that's a woman.
With this material, I can
Actually, he's a man. If you look at him, it'll say the narrator actually says that he's a man. Trust me, Jova.
But he
But it looks
sounds
like a
feminine.
woman. He's got earrings. He's got the dress. He's got.
Well, actually,
lipstick.
Jova, having an earring on your right
I
ear
know.
was a typical sign.
He's supposed to be a stereotype.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's a stereotype, Jova. Tailors were clothes, therefore they're effeminate. I guess.
Can be.
Really? I didn't know about
Hold on.
that stereotype.
Shirts and trousers, Graham wisely keeps his mouth shut.
Oh, okay. Alright, so basically I'm waiting for a bit so we can see what the customer's doing right there in the back.
And then Graham was dragged out to sea because he's that terrible a swimmer. He can get dragged out when he's on dry land.
The dressing room, in which a rude, finicky customer tries on many items of fine.
It's like he's chewing food while he's narrating.
It's like Tommy Lee Jones from the Country for
No
Old
control,
Men.
man.
let me help you with that.
Alright, we're gonna try on the cloak.
Oh, that cloak fits you perfectly.
Okay, yeah, that's a man.
This delivery, my god.
Keep in mind, this was the very first game to have full-blown voice acting, so give it a
And it
pass.
shows.
I wonder if this rose any flags at the time.
No, actually it didn't, because they did the same thing in King's Quest 6. In King's Quest 6, they revamped the entire cast to our actual professional voice actors, and the only actor who kept his role from this game was Josh Mandel. Even Roberta Williams noticed that Josh Mandel was perfect as Grim.
Yeah.
May I help you, sir?
Okay, basically I just got a silver coin from the street,
Amazing
so...
how Josh Mandel
Notice how he follows me around. Notice how he follows me around. Come.
Stop following me, you stalker, or I'll call the police.
Yeah,
Or I'm going to take your job at the desk if you don't stop.
Alright, let's try to give him the silver coin we found on the street to see if that was enough to pay for the cloak.
Can I have your silver coin? Can I have your silver coin? Can I have your silver coin?
I would like to buy that fine cloak hanging in the corner. Will you
Graham, I've just noticed something. You sound younger than when you did as a younger man. Amazing.
That beautiful.
There must have been a lot in that stuff your daughter gave you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a no-go.
Well, actually, yeah, we did establish in King's Quest 4 that the fruit kind of makes you feel like a young man again, so I guess it fits.
Maybe he'll live longer because of it. Yay!
Spirit. What would happen if you casted if you still had that storm potion from King's Quest 3 and cast it here? Does the whole town get flooded?
Probably. Anyway, okay, this
Like-
is gonna be a running thing. Every time we go into a fucking building of any sort, Graham doesn't like... Cedric he doesn't like going into town, he doesn't like going into the bakery. Look, check it out.
I'll wait for you here, Graham.
What do you have
thank
against
you.
bread,
Don't
Cedric?
tell us.
You have to tell us that every time we go into a fucking building. Yeah. And by the way, that's Roberta Williams voicing that woman.
Oh, she hasn't been doing
Here's a little trivia for the non-initiated. Those two characters right there, the mom and the boy, those are actual fans who wrote... Basically, Sarah had a contest at the time. Okay, send us your pictures and shit, and we'll do a little contest where if you do a good drawing and shit, you'll be able to appear in the next King's Quest game. So that mother and son are actually fans of the King's Quest series. They didn't voice the characters, obviously, but...
They don't look anything like... Well, how do they look like them?
No, well...
Well, the way how he dressed, you know.
No, not the way they... Okay.
Here's the last of the pies.
Ooh, here's the last of the pies.
Welcome to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our
Alright.
pies are
So yeah, that was Amanda. It was voiced by Roberta Williams, and that's not the only character she voices.
Silver coin each, but take your
What do you mean that? What do you mean that mother that just walked out with the boy?
Yeah, she's voiced by Roberta Williams.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try. He told me that the pie costs a silver coin, so
Sir,
here we
I
go.
would like to purchase one of your custard pies. These pies
I'm
cost
sh-
1 silver
Wonder
coin.
how they recorded this back in 1990.
I'm guessing in the same way everything else was recorded back then. The recording
What, on a-
studio.
Yeah.
What on a tape
Probably in
recorder?
this.
What on a tape recorder in the office?
I don't know.
Hey, we got a pie.
Oh,
Well,
I
cons-
think I get what Dwebs is talking about. He's talking about how murky the voice acting sounds.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of sound quality. I know it was early PC, but yeah.
Cedric keeps an eye on Graham near the town.
Well, like Pedro said, they put a lot of their money into all the everything else but the sound. They put their money into.
Okay. Oh, I'm about to show something really funny. Okay. So this is an inn. Let's read. There's something written there, so let's read it.
Okay.
The Swarthy Hog Inn. That's right. The Swarthy Hog.
Swarthy hog.
Okay,
I don't
so first, let's save. I still haven't saved, so let's save. All right.
The owl.
Again,
Ah.
it's important to save in these
I thought
games.
you were going to type in the owl's fucking annoying.
Let's try to enter. What could possibly go wrong?
Ooh, I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that.
You don't like anything, do you, Cedric? Ooh, like that's seriously. What the? Fucking hate that owl.
Does he like
Hello
anything?
there.
No.
You really don't like Cedric. I
No. No.
Me neither,
Nobody
Jova,
does,
don't worry.
Jova. Nobody does.
Gentlemen,
see. Yeah, I don't like him either. However, he hasn't grinded my last nerve yet.
Okay, so I'm here being lovely. Let's see what the owner says.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Okay, let's go then.
like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to
Wait,
do?
what?
Rob 'em out.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
But we were just coming in to look for room.
Escape is bond.
He's your king.
No, actually, Dwebs, we're in the Kingdom of Serenia. We're not in Daventry.
What did the narrator say?
Don't worry, Graham. The innkeeper will put you out of your misery.
Okay.
Okay. Basically,
Don't go in the bar.
if you actually go into the bar and stay there, you'll listen to a conversation where basically they're thieves. Basically, they have some kind of criminal scam going on, and when anyone who might come in there, they immediately go paranoid and shit. And by the way, that guy who said, "Hey boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker," believe it or not, that's actually Josh Mandel too.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a
Alright.
bear!
Right.
Look out for the bear, Graham!
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, he that's the thing Cedric always does, points out the painfully obvious.
Let's give the fish the bear.
There we go.
That was easy. Tinkerbell?
Wait.
No, it's
It's a queen bee.
It's Queen
It's
Beatrice.
QB from Darkstalker.
Guess what, guys? She's Queen Beatrice. Get it, Beatrice?
Ugh.
Ugh.
Who voices her?
I don't
Someone
think
with
I
a
don't
squeaky
think
filter.
I don't think it's Roberta. I think it doesn't sound like her. I don't think it's Roberta. It's someone else.
Also, yeah, okay. At this point, Roberta's going to be spending like the next 500 years in bad joke jail, so she'll keep you good company, Pedro.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
All right. So she told me that in return for saving them from the bear, she's gonna give us a bit of honeycomb and shit. So we got some honey.
A
Yay.
humanoid bee girl.
No. She's not humanoid. She looks just like a bee. We're just seeing her in microscopic proportions and shit.
Really? She looked kind of like a fairy human.
And now there's a
Oh.
dog terrorizing the ants.
The dog terrorizes the poor ant as he
Which, and the anthill looks like a fucking sandcastle.
So what do we do?
Cedric, what do you have to say about this?
Ooh, Graham, that dog looks mean.
No shit.
What wonderful insight.
Come here, boy.
All right. So yeah, classic adventure game logic. Stick to the dog.
And there you go.
I thought you were going to hit the dog with the stick.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, King Anthony.
But ants have a queen, not a king.
Jova. It's King Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. But ants don't have a king; they have a queen.
I
I
guess.
suppose. I think it's a reference to another tale, if I recall.
You know, if you want us to keep the ant joke, just call it Queen Antria.
Or Queen
Antonelle.
Antony.
Okay, so basically King Antony says that as in
Aunt
return...
Queenie.
King Antony.
Okay, in return, the ants will help me whenever they can in some kind of situation where I might need them and shit.
Brilliant!
Alright, okay, time for really... Okay, Dwiz, you want to talk about bad jokes? I bet you're going to show off a really bad joke right now, if I remember correctly.
Oh boy.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Yeah. Like, serious. So yeah, not only is he annoying, he's also racist to gypsies. Alright, Dwibs, you want to talk about bad joke jail? Here's one.
Okay.
Pay attention.
Ooh, is that a new dance, Graham? The Bugaloo?
The what?
The Bugaloo.
I can't understand. Oh.
The Bugaloo.
Roberta, you're gonna be spend. I'm doubling your sentence now.
Fucking hell.
God, this guy is hilarious.
Hilarious. Stop.
Well,
He's
it's
hilarious.
Jova
He's
standards,
hilarious.
what do you expect?
No, it's quite simple to you. He's hilarious because of the reaction he's unearthing from Pedro.
Anyway, everybody, that was the part... Oh, actually.
It will cost you 1 gold
Is that the guy from the book, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it.
That's cute. It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka. Okay, everybody. Basically, the gypsies are fortune tellers, but we need a golden coin to use their services, so we'll have to come back here later. Anyway, everybody, that's the first part of King's Quest V. See you for the next one.
Okay.
See ya.
Hey!
See ya.